When I think of Roswell Inc. and it's connecting the business and the community, I think about how that whole team is striving to not only bring new business to the city, but also taking care of us folks that have been doing business here for a long time.
So when we first moved here, we knew we wanted to do a wine shop, but we also wanted to be a tasting room. So we wanted to be able to charge people for tasting wine and then let them buy a bottle to take home. So we sat down and read through the alcohol ordinances, and at that time, what was online, this would not have been allowed. Roswell Inc. was instrumental in helping us navigate opening this craft beer and wine market to allow us to have retail sales and consumption in the same premise without having the requirement for food.
Steve and Roswell Inc. have been very helpful in connecting us with the right people to explain where we're coming from and how we navigate the city processes and city approvals, whether it's been the Historic Planning Commission, City Hall, working with staff, getting signage approvals, all of the above, as well as landing tenants and making sure that Roswell's the right fit for them and convincing them that it is.
We got introduced to Roswell Inc. 4 or 5 years ago. At the time, we were contemplating possibly moving our retail store somewhere else within the area. Businesses were moving either north to Avalon or south, like to the Sandy Springs, Dunwoody area. We connected, renegotiated the lease, and now we are staying in the city of Roswell.
Being rooted in the community has a different effect. It's a village, right, of 100,000 people, and everybody's here to help each other. Everybody wants everybody to be successful, whether it's in the car industry, the medical industry, the IT industry, the restaurants.
When I started out, there were no breweries in the city of Roswell. Gate City was to be the first, which came with its own challenges. We did have to have the laws rewritten to be inclusive of breweries. He helped us early on to put the right people in the right rooms, open up the conversations, and along with our transparency of what our intentions were and what we plan to do, we were able to say, hey, this is something that works for everybody, that can be beneficial for everybody. We have to change some things, we have to update some things, but by doing that, we've been able to create quite a place in 8 years.
Anytime I have a question, is this allowed? Can I do this? Steve is always on the phone to a council member, the mayor, and will get those answers for us.
Well, Roswell Inc. is 12 years old. It's under the Roswell Economic Development and Tourism Board. We work with the city to create the environment that is very helpful and successful for the businesses in Roswell. We continue to find new businesses and new opportunities. We help landlords make sure that their spaces are filled with the right kind of businesses. And then we work with the city staff to make sure that it all works together in a harmonious situation for businesses.
Roswell Inc. has been very helpful at several levels with the permitting and zoning aspects. They've referred clients to us. One of them is a pediatric clinic here in town. Roswell Inc. coordinated meetings between the clinic, ourselves, and the city staff so we can go ahead and get the first set of drawings approved without having to go back and forth a number of times.
Georgia Power is a leader, a lot of different areas in terms of research and development. We've got a number of programs that we work with the Public Service Commissioner to bring funding, expertise, and consultation so we can help a city, we can help a company, or we can help an individual homeowner plan for, identify what options they might have, and how to make the best decisions. Roswell Inc. has actually been one of our true champions in this area, in the Metro North area. They worked with us last year to pull together all the different cities in this region. And we're working on a path to ED readiness right now, and they were the first to step up and say, we'll help make that happen. That's kind of who they are.
Economically, Roswell is on the move. We're seeing projects come out of the ground. We're looking at numbers that are off the chart as far as the number of businesses that are looking to open, small and large, and actually occupancy in the retail is as high as it's ever been. And so we're seeing a really strong surge in what we think is only going to take us into the future in a bright, bright way. Roswell Inc., building business, connecting community.